Hello, everyone. Welcome to I'd Back That with Gloryhound. This
Dr.
other guy.
Gloryhound.
This other guy.
Greg Dickson in the house. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, so we're coming off of like super dead Kickstarter, so this is going to be an
Whoa,
exciting Kickstarter.
Don't start it off that
time.
way. It makes it sound bad.
Everyone
Oh,
tunes
I mean,
out.
guys, we have some really amazing
really pumped
Kickstarters
for
to talk about
garbage.
today.
I heard
okay.
we're here to just talk about James's hair.
I
don't know anything
know.
about
Okay,
Kickstarter.
so first off, we
It
want to
defies
know.
gravity.
DrGloryHogg has some lovely locks, and he wants to know how James Hudson keeps his hair looking so nice.
Where did
okay.
this come from? I
So-
saw your like promotion for this like a couple days ago, and I'm like, wait, what?
We
what are
were
talking
thinking,
about?
oh man, what are we gonna ask James Hudson whenever we see him? Because like, you know, he's so he has like some nice hair and stuff.
Well,
And
he's always
Dr.
like real put
Gloryhoggg was
together
jealous.
too. He's got like
Yeah,
the
I know.
three-piece suit going.
He's
the
always
vest,
looking
the
real
tie.
nice.
So I was like, we should ask, like, we should get questions together. So when we see James Hudson next week at Pax South, we'd
Yeah.
have questions ready. Like, what's a Bama? Like, I don't know what a Bama is.
Alabama.
Yeah, he's always saying stuff like "Go Bama," "Roll Tide." I don't really know what those are though. So I was like,
I don't know.
like, is it like Role Player or like some other dice game?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
sure that's it.
So I'm like, I'm pumped to know what those things are. And then I was like,
Right.
we could ask about his hair and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she got super obsessed with it, and she was like, "You should
His
do your hair like
routine.
his."
His routine,
You have
you
to like,
know,
really
he's
like
got to
cut
get
the
like,
sides real high and tight.
yeah,
and
you
then
do. And you got to
kinda
get it
slick the
peaked
front.
I
and
don't know
stuff.
if I'm that
like,
disciplined
But it
anymore.
looks effortless the way he does it.
It really
It
does.
looks like
It
he
really
just wakes
does.
up like that.
He probably
Dang
does.
it! If
Everyone is
only
Google
all of
imaging
us,
him now
yeah,
if
if
they don't
only
know
all
who
of
he
us
is.
could have James Hudson's hairdo.
if they don't
man.
know who he is,
You know?
come on. It's the most famous person I haven't met yet.
All right, let's get
I
started.
met Michelle Obama in the elevator.
Oh, okay.
This week we have the Lost Island. Now this
Should
is
stay lost.
for
Dang,
that
right
was
off-
so
Right off
sad.
the gate. These people
Wow.
are seeking funding.
I don't know who put these notes together, but I think this is 1 to 4 players. No, 1 to 5 players.
1 to 5.
1 to 5
You
players.
can put
60
these notes
minutes.
together. I will chop your leg.
So I thought this was a really interesting Kickstarter because this has all females in it. This
You
is
mean
like
the
an all.
characters?
They're
Yeah,
not, but they're
like-
not just females though. They're like the sexy werewolf and like the childish Gambino. I don't. That's a thing.
I know. So we went back and forth.
No,
Well,
it's
we
not
went
at
back
all.
and forth with the art in this because
Okay, that's the first thing I wanted to ask you guys.
Right.
What do you think of this
Sports
art?
ball. Well, so she said.
I
like,
thought it was cute.
She said, "Oh, that'd be great for someone who likes like Disney princesses and stuff." And I said,
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
cool, but Disney princesses usually aren't like so mature in certain areas that like your kids are jealous.
Yeah, but
It just seems like they're gearing it more towards men, not like 8
really? Really?
Yeah.
Whenever I looked at this game, I
pretty-
thought, oh man, okay, this is like a little kids game that like girls who love princesses are
Yeah,
really
they're
gonna
like
enjoy.
Sexy outfits, but so do Disney
But
princesses.
no, but look at their
right?
names. So the Disney princesses are like Aurora and like
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
names that you know or whatever. Rapunzel. Their names aren't stuff like go down to like what their actual names are because the names I think tell you everything. This looks like some like fan art my buddy would do like in high school, like of semi-sexy like anime, and you're like, it's not that good, dude. He's like, but look at it, and I'm like, yeah, I saw it.
But
It's on the
it's-
side of your van, and it's not cool.
It's a really cute little game where you're traveling across the board and
Is
you're
it,
trying
though?
to collect things.
It's roll
and-
and move, which you
Is it,
really
though?
like.
Well, no, that's why I'm saying. I'm saying this game is geared toward like what I thought was geared toward a smaller market of like kids that have, you know, that
Yeah,
I don't
see,
know,
Vincent's like in your
girls.
face
I
mature.
don't
Vincent
know.
knows. Scroll down to their names. That'll tell you. When you
Okay,
see the
all right,
names.
I'm
You have to see the
scrolling. I'm
names now.
Ready?
scrolling.
So you've
okay?
got Mystery Pixie, Pirate Elf, Playful Werewolf,
Yeah, it's kind of like
Princess
sexy
Mermaid,
poses, like-
Sassy Witch. She's so sassy, guys.
Okay,
She's like that barista at Starbucks that will never give you her number. So
Okay.
sassy.
guys,
Why do
though.
you keep asking her for your number by the
Come
way?
on, dude, calm down.
This
Last
is
time we
a
were
game,
there-
though, that has all
Wait, what?
female characters in it and stuff like that. So I thought that
That's
was
super-
pretty unique.
Yeah, no, it's very empowering. I think. I feel like
No,
no, it's not. Look at it. Which
No.
are you? Do you feel empowered?
I thought it was cute.
Okay.
Okay, so as
The
a
art's
female,
kinda
So if I
amateurish,
called you,
though,
so if
right?
I saw you walking down the street in your Halloween costume, like, ooh, look at that sassy little witch.
as a female in the industry,
Who?
this is all the sort of stuff that you see. So,
Right, so it's
I
not
am
empowering at
maybe I am blind though to the fact that this again is all I am seeing.
This reminds me of like Dragon Quest 1986 for your Mac.
Yeah,
know, like
but
an old
if
school
this is all you
computer
see,
game.
if this is all you see in the industry,
But
this
it's
is
not,
just
though.
another game with
No, go to,
well-endowed
look
females
at like
that
Champions
like.
of Midgard
At
or
least,
some of the other
at
art,
least there are females in this. Like
but they're not like the females that you would want to represent. I would think.
they have a
Like, if
very
somebody
cute
called me-
anime style
ask the
to them.
female
If
instead
I
of-
don't know.
If somebody called me a playful werewolf, I'd punch their face.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, I
you
would
would.
too.
You would be
What if I called
excited
you
if
a
somebody
sassy
called you
werewolf?
a
If I was a
playful-
werewolf, that'd be fine. But if someone's like, "You're such a playful werewolf," I'd be like, "I will punch your face."
Well, I'm
Martin
glad-
Poole says those names just sold it for me. He's all in. He needs a playful werewolf in his house.
and a
Okay.
sassy witch.
Then his wife comes and
mermaid.
starts hitting him with a broom.
Well, I'm
Get off that
I
computer,
really
young man.
did want to know what you guys thought, especially Kat, about the art. Because
I'm surprised she's not more like I'm not like offended, but it just doesn't scream like this is not something to be like, hey, 8-year-old child, come check this out. You want to be the playful werewolf?
As a
not doing
female,
that.
I see so much of this
right.
in
You're like desensitized.
yeah,
to,
in board game industry, video
objectification.
game industry, exactly. It's like,
yeah.
hey, at least there's a game where there's all females. I'm like,
just
that's
all-
super
but
cool.
this
I think
reminds
that's
me-
becoming more common though.
reminds
Where
me
like
of,
you'll
like-
have double-sided like player boards. One's male.
Yeah, but
one's
all
female.
females, there's no options for males.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like
yeah,
that's
but
it.
this is like there's no option for males like bikini zombie volleyball. Like not in a good way. It's like there's no option for males because they're all like
I think
somewhat
I'm
sexualized
actually curious now
and like
if-
little cartoons.
whether the artist is male or female.
It's
The-
male.
No, the artist is female.
Are you sure?
I actually don't recall.
Yeah, the artist
knowing.
is female. So this is
Oh.
by a girl, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to pronounce her name. She actually designed the game. This is a female that designed this
So
game.
she did the art
and
the
she did the
design.
art
Okay.
for it.
Who
Okay,
is she
so
gearing this for towards then?
well, that's what I'm saying.
Because
I feel like
the
this is
gameplay is for like
a
a child.
kids
because it's
style
roll and
game
move.
because it's roll and move, and then you're like collecting gems
But
and
is this
stuff
a
to make
first-time designer?
necklaces.
Maybe they're just
No,
not
they've
real
done
plugged
3
into.
other ones.
No, they've done a couple
2
other ones,
They
but
funded
like
one other
That's
and
right,
they
this is like
canceled
their
one
third
other.
one,
yeah,
okay.
they've done like smaller card games and stuff like
They were
that.
successful
you know?
with a cat game, card game, like Stray Cats, I think, and then
Yeah,
they had
yeah,
another
that's
one
right,
that
the
they
cat
didn't
one.
fund.
I just thought it looked kind of. I mean, I don't want to be too critical. I just thought it looked kind of amateurish, like the art. It just looked like something that
Yeah.
kind of a
Well, and this is
beginner artist, would, like you said, like your friend in college would draw on his notebook or something.
Not even. I said high school.
Or high
like I was,
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
by Thayan Ta. Thayan Ta.
Oh, yeah, it is hard. to
Yeah,
pronounce.
I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but yeah. So I went to her Facebook page for it and everything, and I read all about this stuff and everything.
Oh, okay.
And so I was excited that it was a female designer in the industry that
Yeah.
put together
See,
the art for
Look
it.
at Martin. He says the art direction does not match the gameplay, and I would agree. If you're going to have a Monopoly style game, it should have Monopoly style art where it's kind of like a little bit more neutral. I don't care if it's all female.
Yeah.
This is not neutral. I wouldn't be excited to get my daughter this game. Like,
Mhm.
I'd be like, yeah, you want to, or like getting like our like little cousin, be like, bring it over to her house. Her parents would be like, what is this? This is not something that I think people would be like, oh, cool, it's a game for kids, like it's Twilight Mermaids or something. They're gonna be like, what game is this? It looks just sketchy enough that I would be like, what did you get my child? Some weird
Just
like manga
sketchy
thing?
enough.
Like,
I don't know.
don't-
I don't know.
I
I,
would-
don't see it in the same way. I just see it as like some more like like
More of the
anime
same.
characters. Yeah, because what anime characters do you know that are not flat chested, or that are not like well endowed? Like there's none.
you
That's
can
a
make
style of art.
right. You can make examples. I think Witch Hunter Robin's probably all right.
Okay, that's probably
But
pretty
if you
close.
look at the history of not just manga but like comic books in general, that is
Yes.
sort of.
Oh,
it's only
definitely.
recently that there's been a push towards more realistic body type.
Right. So
portrayals
why are we going
in
back?
comics and stuff?
What's the
No,
point of that?
Look, I don't necessarily. I'm just. I mean, I just
Yeah.
wanted to get your guys' insight on
Right.
it because I was mostly I thought the art was kind of looked a little amateurish or like
Yeah.
a beginner artist.
Yeah.
I mean, still probably better than I could do, but you know what I mean. Like as far as a game that you're gonna
So-
find on Kickstarter, everything is so polished these days that this is really almost everything today. Felt
you
like,
have to be super polished in order to
Yeah.
get your product out there.
and
Now,
this Kickstarter, this batch felt more like what Kickstarter initially was supposed to be. Was like
right, was
finding
indie
funding for
gamers and stuff
small
like that.
indie-
Yeah.
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 Whereas we're so used to like the latest Kumani or Not thing or
Yeah,
whatever that
And
like
very polished
this really
and stuff.
jumps out as like I said, like sort of
Yeah,
amateurish
Kabuki
or
Kid, she is
beginner.
more of an old school artist and maybe a little bit newer. So also Vincent, we're going to be talking about that game you mentioned with the lights probably next week because I do have it on my list. So a whole bunch of new Kickstarters came out for this next upcoming week, so we're not going to get to talk about those until later.
I think we've talked so much about the art. I'm curious what you guys think of the mechanics as well. To me, like just the fact that it was roll and move was kind of a red flag.
And then it's like you roll. If you want to attack a player, you just roll a dice, and if you're the attacker, you
it
get a
seemed
+1.
very random and
And if
swingy.
you win, you
and
get like to take some of their money or
Yeah.
one of their mine things.
That's why I wonder if this person's more of an artist, maybe less of a game. I don't know. Like this.
That
Felt,
could be the case.
It felt
that could
kind
be
of
the
like a
case.
throwback mechanics. It didn't feel like modern 2019 tabletop game design.
I'm surprised you didn't just like lose your mind because there was that other game we looked at that was roll and move, and you were like, no.
No, I'm not interested in this. I mean, I'll be honest, but I just think it's weird that it's like that style of game is coming out now.
I just think it's going to struggle.
Well, and it is struggling.
And it's estimated to deliver next month too, which I thought was
it was
wild.
a rough time for this to launch. So
Yeah.
I think
It's not going
that
to deliver next month because they said that it's not even complete.
if
It
this
says
you're
estimated
right.
delivery February of 2019.
But at the very bottom, if they said they don't have it complete and they're looking forward to backers for like some suggestions to finish the game.
it just all feels a little, like I said, amateurish. You know
if
what
this
I mean?
designer continues with this theme and then makes tweaks to it, does a relaunch and stuff, I think this would be an amazing game geared towards kids with a roll and move sort of thing.
But
I love the fact that there's all female figures in it. I love the fact that it's a unique theme. Like, what other game do you know about running around an island and trying to collect treasures to like make jewelry and stuff?
They're
and
just
like,
pirates, though. Like, it's not really. I mean, it just seems like they're pirates. It doesn't seem that unique to me.
So you sound real sold on this.
I'm not going to be backing this because
Okay,
it's not polished, but I like the ideas behind it, and I feel like there's
so maybe
enough
with some
there.
development.
Yes, I feel like there's enough there that they
Yeah.
have a really interesting direction to go in, where they have a female designer making a game for maybe little kids, you know, that has all female figures in it. I think that's really interesting because you don't see that a lot. I like the fact that you're doing something different. You're creating these jewelry things. Like, I like
It's a
the
set
uniqueness
collection
of it.
game.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
I
honest.
like the uniqueness
if I
of
knew
it.
you were like this okay with it, I would have done research to show you better examples immediately.
Okay.
Because I think
Well,
this
maybe
is like
we need to have
100%
better
not.
examples.
Well, I'll give you the example.
I'm not even a person that dumps. I'm usually the one that's more lighthearted and like, oh, I'm okay with this. I am so turned off by this game. I don't like the art. I don't like the gameplay.
right.
I'm
I'll
just
give you the
100%
example
not
of-
excited.
I'll give you the example of Luxor, which was an STJ nominee last year. Not a lot of people played it. It was kind of hard to find the states for a while, but it's a
You're running around
it's
trying
a
to collect
it's a
treasures.
race trying to
yeah.
collect sets.
Even Sunken Treasure is like that, where you go in underwater and you got to spend oxygen to go under.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the farther you go, the more
This
likely
just-
somebody's going to leave you outside the sub to die. Like, that's
You're missing the point though on the theme. In Luxor, Luxor is not a pretty princess style
No,
story.
I'm just
like,
saying that like there are games that are doing something similar that still feel mechanically modern.
I'd
whereas
rather
this
play-
feels dated.
I'd rather play.
are you gonna play Luxor with your kids though?
Yeah, it's not heavy.
Like,
I would rather play Sophia the First, which is a Disney entity's version of Monopoly, than play this game.
really?
If I'm going to play a roll and
Really?
move that's geared towards
I
little
don't
kids
know.
and princesses,
Well, I don't even.
I'm going to
think-
play Sophia or Dora the Explorer's Shoots and Ladders.
I think there's
Yeah.
enough light games for kids that don't use roll and move. Like, there's no reason to introduce them
To a roll and move?
even kids to antiquated mechanics when there's lots of great modern games with modern mechanics for kids as well. This just feels like someone who doesn't know much about modern games who came up with what they thought was innovative, but
All
this
right.
is not innovative anymore.
well, I think that
I love the fact that it's all female and all that. It's
Right.
the mechanics of it and the sort of amateurish art and all that, and the fact that they think they can get it to you next month. It just all feels like amateur hour a little
Right.
bit. You
Yeah,
know?
well,
there's
we
no
are
way they're
dealing with
getting it
indie
next month.
gamers
Yeah,
this month, okay, or
Right,
this
but
week.
Can you honestly say that it's going to get to someone by next month? There's no way.
There's just red flags here. I
They
think.
literally
Okay.
said they don't have it complete at the
Well,
bottom.
okay,
Yeah.
so this indie game creator has created successful games.
Yeah,
Okay.
they did that cat
So they
game.
do know,
Good.
you know, somewhat of the industry and what they're doing and stuff. I think that this game is just not fully developed, and I would like to see more from them.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to back this. However, I love the ideas here.
I
I
think
know
there's
you
the-
guys are not excited
think there's
about
the
it, but I
bones of
was.
something
I
good
was.
here.
I
I think-
really do. I think there, and that's
No, no,
exactly it. I think
I
there's the
agree with
bones of
that.
something good here.
But I'd
you
like
know?
to see it developed by someone, maybe get some more people in on the creative team and flush it into something that feels a little less dated.
Flush
Alright.
it. I like that. We should just flush it.
Flesh.
Oh,
Flesh.
I thought we were going to flush it.
All right, we're moving on. Chicken time warp. Yeah, it's a shame they didn't get it right, Vincent. I completely agree with that. I wish they had. Now, Chicken Time Warp is a card game for 3 to 6 players. This is going to last about 30 minutes. This game attracted me immediately. Like, I don't like looking at a bunch of card games because I feel like they're usually pretty simple and overdone. But this one had such a cute theme to it. Like, you are chickens and you got trapped in like a time vortex and you're trying to race to this point in time and get into this pod.
The pod.
Yeah, in order to like get yourself back to the future, back to the time you're supposed to be in, or the past. I think I'm not sure if it was future or the past. You're getting somewhere in time.
Get out of the vortex. This feels very silly and fun.
It
and
was so
tongue-in-cheek.
silly and fun, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really enjoyed.
Like exploding chickens or something.
Right. I really enjoyed the fact that as you're going down the timeline, people can go ahead and they can perish, they can die in this game, but then they can be revived by moving
Yeah.
back the timeline and going back like 3 or 4 seconds, and then you re-flip over the cards again, and those people get revived, which I thought was hilarious. But this is like a pass the potato sort of game.
Yeah.
It actually reminds me of, the Exploding Kittens game where you're all trying to get like one thing and you're fighting for it using your cards and stuff and trading hands and doing stuff like that. But this added that extra mechanic that I really liked to it.
The time travel.
The time travel, yeah, and the fact that once you get knocked out, you don't always have the chance. Like in Exploding Kittens, when you get knocked out, that's it. In this one here, it's like, I have the chance of coming back. Like, this is hilarious. Half-baked chickens are dangerous, Salmonella. That is true. That is true. So what did you guys think of this game?
I was taken by the charm and the humor and the passion behind it. Like I said, this episode feels like it's all about like
Indie.
what Kickstarter was supposed to be,
Yeah.
which is not giant companies using it to like
The
pre-orders.
pre-order, yeah.
But like actual people, like the guy goes on to explain, like, I made this prototype of the game and it cost me like $50. And so in order for me to get this to people, I need like a lot of backers.
Yeah.
So I can make enough units so that the price can be reasonable and I can get it out to people.
Yeah.
And so it just felt like a guy, in his living room, pasting stuff together and drawing cute pictures and saying, hey, this is fun. I really want to like see if I can get this out to people. And so I do like that it feels like, excuse me, that it feels like this is what Kickstarter is for. And I think it seems fun and clever and affordable. So I'm a little taken with this one. Like I'm tempted by this one.
And this one's only $18.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
It's very inexpensive. And
It's gonna be a
Vincent
good
says
little filler game, I think.
if you die, you come back as a chicken nugget.
But I do feel like it's the sort of game. I mean, honestly, that you'd play 3 or 4 times and go, oh, this is cute and clever, and then it would just sit on your shelf.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
Exploding Kittens. You get it out
Yeah.
like more as a shock or like a laugh factor with somebody, but then like once you played it a few times, like I'm not gonna bring it to your
kind
house.
of over it. Yeah,
But
yeah.
then like if I'm like playing a game with like somebody I don't normally game with, I'd be like, "Oh, have you seen this game?"
Or even that game you guys got recently, the disease one, the one with like all the what's it called?
Side effects?
Side effects.
Yeah.
You played a
So-
few times. It was kind of fun and kitschy and different.
right. It's
And then
more
I don't
just,
know if it's gonna really ever get
you
played
just
again.
you play it for fun, like at a convention or something. Then you put it
Yeah.
away and you play like the games that you want to play over and over and over again.
This game is built for gamers who are on that level where they're just starting to come into the market and they're kind of like looking for new and interesting things, but they still want to play these games with their family that don't know how to play games and introduce them into really like interesting games and stuff. So I think that this is designed specifically for that market. And then, for hardcore gamers, this is like, okay, $18, we can get some laughs in. We
Yeah.
can maybe play it on the holidays with the
Yeah.
family or something like that.
One thing you didn't mention is this whole game is about chicks too.
It
Like,
is about
just like the other
chicks.
game was all about chicks.
Yeah, that's right.
Let it go, dude.
He
No,
worked
I'm
so
like-
hard on that one,
No,
guys.
I'm like looking up. So like just last month, a game
you-
called Who's She, a guessing game about
oh
extraordinary
my
women.
God. No,
It's-
we're not talking about that right now.
it's
We're
like-
past that. We're
Okay.
past that.
I'm just saying, there's better girl representation
So,
games.
we
I'm
have-
sad that you don't know this.
we have the Klux capacitor, which was perfect. And I also love time travel movies. I love that time travel theme.
This
so
seems very like
the
spoofy
spoofiness on
for
it
people who are
just
children
sold
of the 80s
me.
and 90s.
I was like,
it.
oh, this is so cute and adorable. Like, I really like that.
Yeah.
So Kabuki Kid says, I only played Exploding Kittens once, and it wasn't
I've
that
never
bad of a
actually
game,
played it.
actually.
We
Our
have it.
kid loved that
Yeah.
game. Like, our child thought that was the funniest game ever. And then, like, our group of friends that are just kind of getting into the gaming industry. Like
liked
they ended
it.
up
Yeah.
buying that game for them and their family members and stuff because they really liked that game. So I
They're
think this
taking
is along the
pictures
same
and sending
lines.
it to their like mother and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is along the same lines with
Yeah,
that.
this feels like a kind of a gateway thing.
Yeah. And two,
yeah, it's gonna be like unstable unicorns. It's gonna all be in that
Play
kind
with
of
your family. like you
another
said, over the holidays.
indie designer here, you know. I mean, I think this one's his first time
Yeah, I believe
creating
it
this
is.
one, and it looks super cute, guys. So I'm gonna have to say I'd back this. What do you guys think?
I think I'll pass, but I
Yeah.
certainly wouldn't discourage people from backing. I just feel like I'd buy it, I'd play it once or twice. Hey, that was cute, and then it would sit. So I mean, if it seems clever and fun to you, like I'd say go for it.
Yeah.
Because there's so low risk here with the price and everything.
I'm gonna back this because the art, and then I'm gonna back it also because, you know, I love that time bracket of
Yeah.
time stories and stuff like that there. So
Yeah.
what do you think, Dr. Gloryhogg?
Yeah, I'd back it. It just seems easy.
Yeah, easy. It's
Yeah,
it's
it
18
just-
bucks.
Yeah,
it's
it's
18
gonna
bucks.
be.
Help out an indie designer.
I think it's gonna
play
be
something you
cute.
like, you know. If you end up not liking it, give it to a non-gamer. They're going to
Yeah.
like it for sure. Like, I mean, it's cute, you know.
Looks cute and interesting enough that I would want to play it a few times. And like Greg said, I'm not gonna probably go back to it like 10 years from now and be like, I gotta play this. But I don't think you'll lose money on the deal.
Yeah.
I've bought worse games for sure.
Yeah, a few plays of it's worth $18. If it looks like it appeals to you, go for it.
Yeah, Kabuki
There's no
Kid.
red flags here.
This was a incredibly challenging week to find Kickstarters, and these were the best Kickstarters I found this week. Okay,
Seems like a
so
bad time of year.
it was
Yeah, right
really,
after-
really rough. You
right after
know,
American holidays and
like
everything.
why
Right.
would
Big
people
time.
launch a Kickstarter?
it
now
was
and
it was
everyone
just
feels
not a
broke
good week
from
for
the
Kickstarters.
holidays?
But you know what is a good Kickstarter?
Allegedly.
Promo Paradise.
Did you allegedly then? Wow.
Well,
Promo
you know,
Paradise,
we're gonna look at it
guys.
and determine.
Everybody loves promos. Everybody wants extra
Yay.
I'm gonna
cards.
say
Okay.
I've seen a lot of these different promo things going on, and this is like one of the better ones. It has like games I actually have and care about, not games that were like cool 8 years ago.
That's true. That's true. Now, this is put on by Board Game Spotlight and Board Game Exposure. So, Derek and Lizzie Funkhauser and Martin Poole. And that is who you are funding for this. These are the sort of cards that you're going to be getting is those themes. And they have a ton of Kickstarter like packages here where like you can get the family package where they have a bunch of games, then you can get a bunch of promos
Then there's a
on there and
strategic
stuff.
package.
Yeah.
And then there's a Pick Any 3, which is really good deal. And then you can go all in.
3 was a limited one, though, right? Is that one run out now?
I don't
Take a
know.
look here.
But I know it was nice because you could pick 3 different
Right,
ones
right.
from the different packages.
Yeah, Kabuki Kid, we're going to be talking about the Western Legends Ante-Up next week. So
Yeah, 'cause that just popped
yeah,
up.
that
That
just
was-
popped up this week, guys.
It was it'd be too early to have it on this show because we would have had to
Yep,
talk
because
about
we're
it on
still like
Monday.
a week past on that. Okay, so here are the promo pack levels. So 4 ways to collect promos, and I believe it was like what. It's like $20 or something
It's
like that is the
29,
range.
39,
I think the pick 3 was
49,
19.
and
Was
19.
it 19?
for the
Okay, there we
pick.
Yeah.
go. I think, yeah, the least expensive one was about $19. Or if you just want to support them, you can just pledge like $1 or $5 or something like that and just support them, which is awesome.
To me,
you
that's
know?
the key with these kinds of Kickstarters. It's like
166 left.
if you're a person, yeah, there you go. Straight from the
166
source.
left, yes.
Straight from one of the Funkhausers. Not the best Funkhauser, but one of them.
Oh yeah.
And
No-
we all know Lizzie's better.
Yeah.
But-
Let's look at how many pictures Lizzie's on versus Derek, and I
I
bet
keep-
you we'll feel like that Lizzie's the better looking of the
Eventually
two.
she'll drop that dead weight and just kind of go off on her own. I'm assuming. you know?
Yeah, and she'll just change her name to
guys.
just Lizzie, like Cher. It'll
Liz-
just
oh,
be
yeah.
Lizzie.
It'll be a
Guys.
household name
Just
like
Lizzie.
Madonna, Cher.
So the cool promos here, though, that you're looking at, we have Sagrada, we have Everdale, we have Raccoon
Well, let's-
Tycoon,
let's go
Star
look at 'em.
Munchkin, we have the Architects of the West Kingdom. Like, they have
Yeah. it's the
stellar
new-
games
it's the
in
new
here.
hotness here.
Yeah,
It's
scroll
like
down and
you
let
said, it's
people
not,
see.
It's not. Oh, we've got one for 7 Wonders. You know,
So,
like okay.
Not only has it funded, it's like super funded. It's one of the more funded things that's going on right now on Kickstarter.
Yeah, it's like 50,000.
But if you actually look at the Kickstarter stuff they have, it's actually really good. And plus, you're supporting other board game creators. Board
Yeah.
Game Spotlight does a lot of live plays, a lot of interviews. Board Game Expedited does interviews. They both do game giveaways. I've even won a game giveaway
Right.
from Board Game Expedited. I won Robin Hood, which is not like a cheap game. Like I won that and it was sent to me.
I think that's
I'm
the
pretty sure that
key.
Martin Poole like hand etched mine and signed every piece. If not,
I think that's the key with these kind of
oh,
things.
Lizzie is here. Well, thank God. The wow factor
the,
just
good,
went
the
up.
wow factor went up.
But look, I mean, you got Sagrada, Sweet Mess, and New Park and Space Park. Those are all new that they've just added on.
Yeah.
And then you've got stuff like Critical Mass. This is the family gamer one.
Yeah.
You've got Everdale, which I'm super pumped about because that game is amazing. And you've got a good variety of games here. Boss Monster, which we have, which is an older game.
Raccoon Tycoon, I just learned the
Yeah.
other day. It's
Steampunk
awesome.
Rally. Chronicles of Crime. Did you see that?
Ooh.
Yeah. Vikings Gone Wild. Some Steve Jackson got involved.
Right. There's
Which is
Star
not always
Munchkin,
the
yeah.
easiest to get. Sheriff of Nottingham. I don't even remember seeing that last time. Star Realms. A lot of people are going to have that game. A mystery box promo. And then when you go to like the 39, you get even more. There's your Architects, Lord of Hellas,
Ooh, yeah.
Champions of Midgard.
Midgard.
I've heard great things about Vindication.
And I have that Champions of Midgard one. But look, you got Shards of Infinity one looks sweet. That card looks really good.
They have a lot of
Baseball
really great
Highlights,
stuff
which
on
is
here,
like
guys.
one of Dan King's from Game Boy Geek's favorite.
Now, I
Robin Hood and the Merry Men.
don't know if everybody knows, but the work that these people have to go through to get all of these and
Oh.
contact the companies
They
and get the
spend-
art.
They probably spend 9 months doing this.
Yeah,
It
like
takes a long time to get all this lined
they
up.
really do. So the fact that they're offering so much, like, so appreciative of that, you
Look at that
know,
little
because I
Terraforming
love,
Mars.
yeah, I love promos and the fact that I can get a whole bunch of different cool stuff.
And look
is
at that
super
Western Legends.
awesome.
I mean, that's like brand new hotness. An Artemis project, which hasn't even funded. It's not even out yet, is it?
Oh no, I don't think
We
so.
backed
yeah.
it, but it's
Yeah.
not. They haven't shipped that. If they have, we haven't.
No, they
gotten it.
haven't. They haven't.
So like they have a promo for a game that's like not even out
Yeah.
yet, but was heavily backed. I think is amazing.
Oh,
can't
and they
believe
have
they
more
got that.
coming. Martin Poole says they
I like
have
how they're
even
like,
more
"Shh,
coming.
we have more coming
I
in the
know.
public chat. Shh. But I think the key with these kind of Kickstarters is you should back it if you feel like you've gotten some good from these content creators.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If you feel, and like the added bonus of, yeah, you get promos for cool games, sure. But you should back it if you feel like you've gotten value out of the content that they've given
And
you.
if you look at their stretch goals, a lot of it is like, oh, we've added promos, or oh, we're going to use this to get better equipment. And so,
Yeah.
I mean,
So you
as
helping
content,
yourself
right?
as someone who digests the content.
Yeah, and as content
Absolutely.
creators ourselves, like it's a really big deal. I mean, if you look at this mic right here. That's not supposed to do that. That exposes wires. So it's not as easy as you think. These people are full time, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
very difficult to do. They're raising kids. Both of them are families. They both have families to support. And I mean, we're doing this on our spare time, which is hard enough while working regular jobs. I can't imagine this. All my income coming
Being
from
their
just
income
this.
from just this. So yeah. So if you like their content, make sure to back their Kickstarter,
this is a
even
way
if
to
it's
say
just
thank
for
you.
$1. That's right.
Even
you
though you
know-
are technically supporting the British Empire. Hashtag never again, Martin.
Somebody once told me if
He's still sore.
if you met these people in person and you were like, hey, let me buy you a drink, or, you know, hey, let me buy you a meal or something
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
why not just go ahead and back them on Kickstarter and send them $5 or something?
If you
like,
would pay Derek Funkhauser $10 to put his shirt back on if you were at a pool party, just send him $10 this way and just tell him don't take his shirt off
Oh,
anymore.
there you go.
At least
There you go.
$10.
Oh, Seb is saying hi. That's the child they
Aw,
co-created together.
hello. They
co-created.
co-created.
He was
I think
co-created
it's
by
was.
Lizzie
their
and Derek.
first design.
Yeah, first
they-
design.
Definitely their
together on-
best one.
You know, Lizzie went ahead and 3D printed that bad boy. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing work
Yeah.
right
It's called
there.
organic
Yeah.
3D printing.
That's
it's the
right.
oldest version of 3D printing.
It's
That's
the
right.
oldest version. So no, it's good. It's good pledge levels. And then if you are a content creator, you can also buy in and get the interviews with them. Which, I mean, yeah, you probably don't want to talk to Derek for long, but I mean, Martin's
definitely
cool. I'd
Martin
pay to
and
talk
Lizzie.
to Martin.
No, but
Yeah,
I think Lizzie
definitely.
will be there too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
It's not just Derek, right?
No, it's not just Derek Funkhauser. That would be horrible. Maybe we could like talk them into having
Oh, it
Seb on
took
there
Lizzie
too.
forever, she
Took me
says.
forever, she said,
We should
3D
have like
print.
Seb on there, and then like we could have our kid on there, and then they could like I'm spitballing here.
You're just getting excited.
Plus, if you do the sponsorship, James Hudson will come to your house and do your hair one time for you.
Ooh,
I need that.
There you go.
I need that.
There
One
you
time
go.
he will show up. He'll do
Get
your hair
the nice
for you.
hair.
He'll get you painted in the Roll
That's
Tide
right.
Bama red.
That's
maroon.
right.
It's reddish maroon, right? It's maroon.
You'd be looking.
I don't
looking
sports
good.
ball, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't sports ball.
But he'll show up. He'll do the face paint. You'll feel like a man for once. It'll be great.
Poor James Hudson. He's like, oh God, and I'm gonna
I
have
think-
to see you
I
guys
think
next
James,
week.
like left the chat. He's like, yeah,
He's
that's
like,
enough.
peace, I'm gone.
If
That's
he's,
enough.
if he's smart, he'll do real work. You know, like he gets paid to actually create stuff, unlike us.
You're
All
gonna
right.
keep tweeting at him. Yeah, we need to meet up, man. We need to meet up. Oh, I got a thing.
We're at the-
maybe later.
No, the worst thing is we'll be at the same booth, and I'll be like, "Hey, man, we should really hang out sometime." He'll be like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Oh, I have a
Ugh.
thing now,
Mm.
though.
And I'm like,
Actually-
"You're just demoing red flags
Gotta
over there.
go.
We could talk after."
Gotta
No.
go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Can't
Let's-
do it.
We'll chat. We'll talk.
Can't
we'll
do
talk.
it.
We'll talk.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this week, guys. So we're going to be at Pax South not this weekend, but next weekend.
These
So
two
Friday,
over here,
Saturday,
these
Sunday.
two. Ah,
And
things
there
are-
goes my phone.
things
It's
are
fine. It's
breaking.
fine.
It's okay.
I'll get it later.
You didn't need that screen anyway.
Break it all.
What else is coming up? We also have okay,
Dice
so
Tower
next week
West
yeah,
comes up, but that's further out.
that's a ways
Yeah,
out.
that's
We have
ways
Arizona Game Fair that we're going to be at.
Yeah.
That's the same
And
month.
what? Dang it! Now I lost my train of thought. What the heck was I going to
'Cause
say?
your phone's in 3 pieces on the ground.
No,
or
because we
distracted
started
you?
listing off. Oh, okay. So since we are going to be out of town next week, we are not going to be doing a live show next week. We are going to be doing a recorded show, though. So you guys will get to tune in, take a look at everything. We'll probably do some live content while we are at PAX. But, you
Holla at my
know,
boy.
sorry, guys. You guys aren't going to get a live show next week. We will be back the following week,
But
though.
Greg will
okay?
be super available. He has
He will
nothing
be super
going
available. You can go ahead and like talk to him
If you
and
need
like
your
message
Arizona and play
him.
games
on. If you
with
need
me.
your
There
house
you go.
appraised, we'll knock that out for free.
Absolutely, you're welcome, you're welcome, guys. Yeah, we wanted to make sure include your Kickstarter on there
Yeah,
because
Lizzie
we feel it's
Funkhauser
super
will be there
important.
too,
Yeah.
and James Hudson.
That's right. Lizzie
And Aries
Funkhauser,
will be
James-
there.
That's right.
I mean, it's going to be a good time.
You can just line us all up and give all of us high fives. And then I'll take the extra high five for Greg.
I was
And
gonna
then I'll
say-
come back and give it to you,
Yeah.
okay?
Yes!
That'd be a pretty good idea, but I'm pretty sure you'd
It's like
have
a
to
doggy
like.
bag of
if
the
you-
high fives.
That's right.
If you lined us all up, though, it'd be like, you know, James and I will be up here somewhere, and then it'll be like Lizzie, like this is like cat.
Is this
Then it'll be
height?
Lizzie, yeah, and then
Okay.
Aries, I think.
And
so
then,
it
oh,
goes
poor Aries.
down in height. It's very half the booth needs
Poor
actually a
Aries.
box to stand on to look over the booth top.
Little
Yeah.
circles
It's
to
very-
stand on.
But you
It's
guys
good.
can come down to Skybound Games there and check us out and talk to us and, you know, high
Because
fives
little known
and all
fact
that.
is Derek
Yeah.
is actually taller than me, and Lizzie's actually
Oh,
shorter
Derek
than her.
is super
Derek's
tall.
So
taller
yeah.
than everybody.
It's
Yeah.
even more
Right.
awkward. Seeing them walk together, you know, I feel like he's gonna put one of those backpacks on her with a leash, you know, because it just
So she doesn't get lost in the crowd. Yeah. Yeah.
she's for real grabbed onto like my back pocket or like my belt loop to not get lost
yeah,
in the
you
crowd.
don't want to. And, you know, when the
Because
people
get
are
out
all
of my
there.
way
and
because I
like,
always have that
yeah.
really hungry look on my face. So they're like, this guy either
Get
wants
out the
pizza
way.
or brains.
He's going to chew my arm off.
He might be a zombie.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Where can we catch you at
Hooked
Greg?
on Geek, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, new episodes, audio podcast every Monday morning.
Yeah, and if you're looking for something exciting, you can always check me out at DrGloryHogg everywhere.
That felt like a dig.
Why was that a dig?
I don't know the way you were staring at me.
You'd have
while
to
you
be at
said
my
it.
level to get digged. You just got dug, son.
Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Ring the
Give
bell.
us thumbs up. Ring the bell for whenever we create content and stuff. We're thinking about doing live plays and stuff weekly, hopefully. I'm thinking about doing that. I really want to do that. Either online on Tabletopia or Tabletop Sim
Or they can just
or
come to
in
your living room.
person. Or, yeah, absolutely. We can have an audience out
knock
here.
on the
It's going to
door.
be fantastic. And we will see you guys all next week. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.